Alright, strap in anime fans, because today we're about to talk about one of the most criminally underrated, batshit insane, fourth wall-breaking comedy gems of the 2000s. It's called Hayate the Combat Butler. And yeah, it's got a dumbass title, but don't let that fool you. Beneath all the slapstick and absurdity is a show that flips tropes, roasts the anime industry, and it gives you a protagonist who's not a walking power fantasy, but a broke-ass butler, dodging debt collectors and mechas with equal grace. So what the hell is this anime about? First, we are introduced to our protagonist, Hayate Ayasaki, a high school kid whose parents are so goddamn irresponsible they sell his organs to the Yakuza to pay off their gambling debt. Yeah, you heard it right, selling their son's organs to pay off their debts. Now you might ask yourself, is it really a comedy anime? But trust me, it's a comedy show, but with insanity as a bonus. The show opens with our boy Hayate getting hunted down by actual gangsters, only to end up saving a rich girl, Nagi, from a kidnapping. She falls in love with him, or has lust, who knows, it's anime, and then hires him as her personal butler, and suddenly Hayate's living in a mansion surrounded by rich weirdos, deadly maids, sundaries, and literal parodies of other anime characters. It's like if Gintama and Oran Host Club had a child, dropped it on its head, and gave it a subscription to Shonen Jump and a coffee addiction. This show is meta as fuck. I'm talking characters breaking the fourth wall, referencing other anime, mocking cliches, and literally pointing at the screen to roast their own plot holes. In one episode, Hayate pulls out a Gundam reference. In another, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel parody. And it's not just centered around our protagonist, the show focuses on other characters and the humor they bring to the show. The narrator also constantly shits on the characters and the story itself. At one point, they flat out say, this scene exists just to fill time. But Hayate the Combat Butler isn't just a typical comedy show. In a world where newer shows try so hard to be edgy or emotionally deep, Hayate says, nah, let's just make you laugh your ass off for 24 minutes while casually throwing in a life lesson or two. Now, talking about our protagonist, Hayate isn't overpowered in the I sneezed and blew up a demon lord kind of way. He's OP in a sense that this poor bastard has gone through so much bullshit, he's basically a god-tier survivalist. He's been stabbed, shot at, chased by bears, almost married a robot, and has like 20 girls crushing on him, all while being broke, polite, and so unlucky it's genuinely tragic. This show isn't just for old gen fans. New gen fans who are tired of overpowered, bland-ass isekai protagonists will feel for Hayate. This dude earns everything the hard way and somehow still smiles through it. And yes, it's a harem anime, but unlike modern build-a-waifu garbage, this show makes its girls actual characters. Firstly, we have Nagi, a spoiled rich kid, but she's also an insecure mangaka trying to live up to her genius mom. Next is Hinagiku. She is the perfect student council president who's scared of heights and hides it. She also has a secret crush on Hayate and is probably the best girl in the show. Then we have Maria, the maid that's smarter than everyone, constantly sarcastic, and possibly the most grounded character in the series. There are many characters who bring their own unique strengths and weaknesses in the series. This show is filled with many tropes, and yeah, some tropes are played for laughs. You'll definitely get your oops I tripped and fell into your boobs moment, but the show knows it's being ridiculous, and that makes it work. But it also gives us more than comedy. For a show that starts as a meme, slowly brings in emotional arcs, backstories, and a surprisingly solid romance subplot. You'll find yourself laughing for 10 episodes straight, then suddenly hit with a gut punch of a past trauma or a confession scene that actually hits. It's like being at a party where everyone's joking, then someone opens up and suddenly the whole room is silent, but you respect the hell out of it. Watching Hayate the Combat Butler is like traveling in a time capsule of the 2000s. This anime is filled with parodies and homages to the shows that defined a generation. If you've ever heard of Gundam, Evangelion, DBZ, One Piece, Fist of the North Star, Sailor Moon, or even random JRPGs, you'll find a reference. Watching is like going on an Easter egg hunt through anime history. For new gen fans, this show is basically a hilarious crash course in the DNA of modern anime comedy. Final thoughts. You want something different from the usual overdone tropes? You want a comedy that respects your intelligence while also being absurd as hell? You want a harem that doesn't make you want to punch your screen? Then watch this goddamn show. It will leave you with laughs and so much more. It's not clean, it's not perfect, it's weird, but it's authentic, and that's more than you can say for half the factory-made seasonal anime we get now. So Hayate the Combat Butler is a fun ride, and you should definitely check it out. That's it for today. Share your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe for more anime content. And I'll catch you in the next one, my Combat Butlers.